spread slowly across the quiet room tonight. It moves in long patient waves that soften the last weight of the day. I breathe with it gently, letting its warm rhythm fill my tired chest. Nothing interrupts the calm, nothing rushes through the dim, still air. The evening expands like a slow unfolding curtain across my thoughts. Every soft pulse from the ember settles deeper into my breathing, guiding me into a quieter space where nothing demands to be solved. And in that space I feel myself loosen without fear of falling apart. The dim orange light flickers in white, gentle arcs across the walls, bringing back memories that rise like drifting shapes from deep water. They move slowly, never pushing, returning only when they are ready. I watch their outlines form into stories I once set aside quietly. Stories that drift around the room with softened edges and warm tones. They circle my mind like constellations, turning in delicate silence. Each one eases the tension that hid inside me through the long day. Each one steadies my breath into slower words I didn't expect. I sit closer to the quiet ember and feel its warmth brush my hands. The glow traces faint lines that travel across my skin. Pale horizon stretches slowly across the softened evening sky tonight. Its muted colors widen in long, gentle bands that settle into the quiet air. I feel the day loosen as the faint light moves calmly through the dim room. Nothing rises sharply and nothing fades too quickly in this steady stillness. The calm flows like a slow tide brushing softly against the edge of my thoughts. Each breath I release blends into the widening space that surrounds my chest. And every slow inhale gathers the quiet into shapes that soothe instead of stir. The room rests in a kindness that unfolds in patient waves around my body. The distant glow drifts like a memory I almost forgot I once carried inside me. It returns now in smooth, unbroken lines that soften my breathing into ease. I watch those lines glide along the walls in deliberate, unhurried motion. They bring back moments that once felt fragile, but now arrive more gently. Moments that drift in faint colors like delicate threads woven through silence. The presence steadies the places in me that stayed unsettled throughout the day. They ease the parts of me that held too tightly to thoughts I could not release. They guide the weight inside me into longer, slower shapes that finally loosen. I move closer to the window where the horizon's pale shimmer lingers softly. Its light touches the glass in trembling patterns that shift like long whispers. The silence deepens as the fading sky opens into wider, restful spaces. I let that widening calm settle deeper into the corners I usually overlook, letting each breath expand farther than I intended, but exactly as I needed, letting the softer rise and carry away the small tension still clinging to me, letting the quiet night hold my breathing in steady, gentle intervals, letting the faint color ease through every hidden part that waited for calm. Outside, the evening breeze moves in slow, delicate currents along the glass. Not loud, not sharp, just soft enough to deepen the stillness of the room. The last silver traces fade from the sky as the horizon dissolves into gray. And in that subtle gray, the quiet inside me becomes clearer and more complete. I remain still as the dim glow settles into the shape of everything around me. Breathing long and slow as the calm rises gently through my chest again. I stay in that steady quiet until the night folds softly over my tired breath, allowing the drifting horizon to guide me deeper into a softer, restful place. Gentle daylight rise as you slowly across the quiet edges of my room. Its soft glow stretches in long, steady lines that settle into the air I breathe. I feel the weight of yesterday loosen as the warmth drifts calmly through me. Nothing hurried, nothing sharp, only the quiet settling of a new slow rhythm. The light falls around my shoulders like a patient hand guiding my breathing. Each inhale grows deeper as the room expands into gentle, unbroken spaces. Each exhale releases the lasting traces of thoughts I carried overnight. The calm opens wider with every steady breath flowing through my chest. The daylight moves like a memory, rising from a distant, softened horizon. It spreads in smooth, intentional arcs that ease the tension around my ribs. I watch the brightness shift in delicate patterns along the silent walls, patterns that remind me how stillness can spread farther than I expect. They drift through the air like long strands, weaving quiet into my thoughts. Their slow motion steadies the rhythms inside me that once felt uneven. They guide my breath into a single long motion that does not falter. They teach my body to rest without asking permission from the day ahead. I sit near the window where the light trembles gently on the glass surface. Its shimmer moves like a whispered reassurance I can finally hear clearly. The room grows warmer as the glow gathers into wide, restful pockets. I let that warmth rest deep in the places I avoided in earlier hours. Letting the soft brightness soak into thoughts still clinging to worry. Letting each slow inhale stretch beyond the boundary of old concerns. Letting the morning hold my breathing without rushing me forward. Letting the daylight settle deeper until I feel my whole body loosen. Outside the pale sky brightens as quiet currents drift along rooftops. Nothing interrupts the calm widening across the horizon's soft line. The day begins not with urgency, but with a gentle invitation to breathe. And in that invitation I stay still long enough to feel myself soften. Breathing slowly as the calm steadies my center with deliberate ease. Remaining in the warm glow until the room and my breath become the same. Holding the gentle daylight close as it carries me into unfolding day. The soft, quiet path unfolds slowly beneath the calm of my early breath tonight. Its gentle presence spreads across the floor like a long, unbroken invitation. I feel the quiet stretch wider with each slow inhale drifting through my chest. Nothing trembles, nothing rushes, everything settles into smooth, steady motion. The stillness wraps itself around me like soft fabric, resting on tired shoulders. Each breath deepens the quiet until the room feels wide enough to carry me. Each exhale clears the fainter residue of thoughts that clung without meaning. The calm settles deep into the corners. I rarely slow down long enough to see. The path brightens faintly, as if lit by memories walking in careful steps. They rise in delicate arcs like slow turning echoes returning from far away. Their glow steadies the uneven parts of me that often tighten without warning. They drift in long warm lines that soften the weight carried through the day. Their presence sinks gently into the quiet that moves deeper with each moment. Their motion slows everything inside me into a single resting rhythm. Their calm reshapes the scattered teaches me to release what I cannot carry into the next hour. I walk along the soft, quiet path without needing to reach any destination. The stillness rises like warm air, lifting the worries that once felt heavy. The room grows larger as the calm pulls distant shadows into gentle shapes. I let the quiet guide me into wide, restful spaces that open without effort, letting the slow path erase the pressure I forgot I held in my hands, letting each breath move further than the last with softened intention, letting the silence hold me in its slow expanding center without question, letting every step become a long patient release into deeper calm. Outside, the muted night rests like a blanket. Across the silent rooftops, the faint glow in the air shifts into silver lines above the darkened streets. And in that softened silver, I feel the path widen beyond the walls around me, breathing slowly as the quiet carries my thoughts without resistance again, staying along the soft path until my heartbeat sinks into its gentle rhythm, following its slow, steady motion into the rest of the unfolding night. A warm breeze line drifts slowly across the quiet room as evening settles. Its gentle motion spreads through the air like a soft, unbroken ribbon of calm. I feel my shoulders loosen as the warmth glides lightly along my breathing. Nothing presses forward and nothing fades sharply in this steady, slow rhythm. The breeze feels like a quiet hand guiding my thoughts into wider spaces. Each inhale deepens the warmth moving through the center of my chest. Each exhale clears the faint edges of worry resting beneath my earlier hours. The calm opens fully as the soft breeze line continues its patient motion. The warmth shifts in long, smooth arcs that touch the dim corners around me. It moves like a memory returning with clearer, gentle shapes than before. I watch the faint glow rise and settle in rhythms that never feel hurried. The patterns drift like soft echoes, smoothing the uneven parts of my mind. They ease the pieces that tighten Throughout the long hours of the day, their movement blends into one continuous thread that steadies my breath. They teach me how stillness can stretch far enough to hold my whole body. They guide me into the kind of quiet that does not need anything from me. I lean closer into the warm air gathering near the silent window pane. Its slow shimmer travels across the glass like a whispered reassurance. The room feels wider as the breeze line folds softly into its open spaces. I let the warmth rest deeper in the thoughts I avoided in earlier moments. Letting each breath expand beyond the tight places I kept tucked away. Letting the soft current erase the weight that lingered in my hands. Letting the warm line carry the tension out of my tired shoulders. Letting the calm rise slowly until every part of me begins to loosen. Outside, the last light dims into muted silver, drifting along rooftops. The quiet breeze moves gently through the air with measured intention. And in that gentle motion I feel my breath align with a steady simplicity, breathing slower as the warmth settles into a calm I can finally trust. Staying within the soft breeze line until its rhythm becomes my own. Following its patient movement into the long unfurling night ahead. Still echo morning rises softly through the quiet corners of my breathing. Its faint brightness spreads like a long gentle tide settling into my chest. I feel the calm widen through the room as the early light drifts patiently. Nothing interrupts the slow rhythm unfolding across the silent open air. The stillness wraps around me like a cool blanket, smoothing restless thoughts. Each inhale carries the dim light deeper into places I kept closed yesterday. Each exhale releases small remnants of tenderness lingering beneath my ribs. The morning rests in steady lines that drift into every part of the room. The echo of the early light moves like a memory returning in soft clarity. It rises in smooth arcs that circle around my breathing without disturbance. I watch the faint reflections drift along the walls like slow turning ripples. Ripples that ease the tightened edges formed during long unsteady hours. Their motion steadies the thoughts that once pressed heavily on my mind. Their gentle rhythm unravels the patterns that refuse to loosen before. Their presence reminds me how morning can rebuild the quiet inside me. Their glow shows me how stillness becomes stronger when I let it unfold. I sit near the window where the pale light trembles softly against the glass. Its movement expands into warm lines drifting calmly along the silent pane. The room grows brighter as the echo of morning stretches into wider shapes. I let the quiet trace through the thoughts I used to hold too firmly in place, letting each breath move further than the last with softened intention. Letting the morning light wash the corners I kept hidden from myself. Letting every slow inhale carry me deeper into calm I rarely allow. Letting the stillness guide my breathing into long unbroken rhythms. Outside, the early breeze moves gently across the rooftops with soft ease. The pale sky opens into muted colors drifting across the waking horizon. And in that muted glow, I feel my breath align with the morning's calm rise. Breathing slowly as the still echo settles into the quiet, forming inside me. Remaining in the gentle morning until its rhythm becomes my steady center. Holding the calm close as it carries me forward into the unfolding day. A clear, silent flow moves gently through the quiet air surrounding my room. Its steady motion drifts across my breathing like a soft, unbroken current. I feel the day's leftover weight dissolve as the flow eases through my chest. Nothing rises sharply and nothing falls away too quickly in this calm rhythm. The silence wraps around me like cool mist resting lightly on tired thoughts. Each inhale deepens the calm, drifting into the corners of my quiet mind. Each exhale softens the tension that settled beneath my earlier hours. The stillness grows fuller as the clear, silent flow widens into every space. The motion carries a faint brightness that shifts in long, smooth patterns. It rises like a memory, returning in softened shapes that ease my breathing. I watch the quiet lines move along the walls like slow turning reflections, reflections that soften the uneven places I held too firmly through the day. Their steady drift reshapes the weight I didn't realize stayed within me. Their calm presence reminds me how silence can hold more than sound ever could. Their subtle glow steadies my breath into one long uninterrupted motion. Their rhythm teaches me how to rest without asking anything of myself. I lean closer into the quiet air where the flow settles against the window. Its faint shimmer trembles lightly along the cool, smooth surface of the glass. The room feels larger as the clear stillness pulls shadows into gentler forms. I let the silent current rest deeper in the thoughts I delayed until now. Letting each slow inhale move farther into the hidden spaces behind my ribs. Letting the flow smooth the edges I tried to ignore during restless hours. Letting the quiet rise and fall with the steady shape of my slow breathing. Letting the calm trace long patient lines across the inside of my chest. Outside, the evening sky spreads into muted silver, drifting along rooftops. The air shifts softly as the flow continues its steady, gentle passage. And in that softened motion, I feel my breath align without resistance again, breathing slowly as the clear silence settles into the center of my body. Remaining within the quiet stillness until its rhythm becomes my own, holding the calm flow close as it guides me into the deepening night. clear, silent flow moves gently through the quiet air surrounding my room. Its steady motion drifts across my breathing like a soft, unbroken current. I feel the days left over weight dissolve as the flow eases through my chest. Nothing rises sharply and nothing falls away too quickly in this calm rhythm. The silence wraps around me like cool mist, resting lightly on tired thoughts. Each inhale deepens the calm, drifting into the corners of my quiet mind. Each exhale softens the tension that settled beneath my earlier hours. The stillness grows fuller as the clear, silent flow widens into every space. The motion carries a faint brightness that shifts in long, smooth patterns. It rises like a memory, returning in softened shapes that ease my breathing. I watch the quiet lines move along the walls like slow turning reflections, reflections that soften the uneven places I held too firmly through the day. Their steady drift reshapes the weight I didn't realize stayed within me. Their calm presence reminds me how silence can hold more than sound ever could. Their subtle glow steadies my breath into one long uninterrupted motion. Their rhythm teaches me how to rest without asking anything of myself. I lean closer into the quiet air where the flow settles against the window. Its faint shimmer trembles lightly along the cool, smooth surface of the glass. The room feels larger as the clear stillness pulls shadows into gentler forms. I let the silent current rest deeper in the thoughts I delayed until now, letting each slow inhale move farther into the hidden spaces behind my ribs, letting the flow smooth the edges I tried to ignore during restless hours, letting the quiet rise and fall with the steady shape of my slow breathing, letting the calm trace long patient lines across the inside of my chest. Outside, the evening sky spreads into muted silver, drifting along rooftops. The air shifts softly as the flow continues its steady, gentle passage, and in that softened motion I feel my breath align without resistance again, breathing slowly as the clear silence settles into the center of my body, remaining within the quiet stillness until its rhythm becomes my own. Holding the calm flow close as it guides me, deepening night, holding the calm flow close as it guides me into the deepening night.